Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is NeoFly. It's a career program, so you can be like a private pilot, basically. Um, I already tried one take at this, but I decided to reset it. Simply because, so what had happened was, it started out in a plane, right? So when you pick your starting aircraft, your qualification, you also start with that qualification. So I went and tried to get my helicopter qualification right away. The problem with trying to get your helicopter qualification is it seems to be, at this point, extremely unfair. The reason I say that is because, so the first part of the helicopter qualification is getting up to a certain altitude and then hovering, which is it's not easy to begin with, but it doesn't even give you 5 seconds to get yourself stabilized for the hover before it fails you. And that was like, nope, not doing this, because I'm gonna have access to helicopters. If I'm doing this, I'm gonna have access to helicopters. So I reset this. I'm starting off with a helicopter, so I do not have to try and do that qualification, because I am not gonna try that again. You might say it's a little bit cheaty, but you know what? I don't care, because I'm not doing it. Just not doing it. I went to the wrong panel. So here you can buy, sell, and compare market price or market goods prices in the left column. You'll see all the goods available to buy at your current location. In the central column, you will see what the selected airport is buying. If you know the ICO of the airport, you can type it in the box. In the right column, you'll see any goods currently loaded on your aircraft, as well as the remaining cargo indicator. You also have a useful map showing all the airports. You can right-click on any airport to show the sellers and buyers of that market. You will also set up a transit mission for an AI pilot if you have one. The magnifying glass gathers all the information you have gained by searching and displaying the locations and prices for each market item. Interesting. Might get into that at some point, but I am actually going to do my first couple missions, but I also want to see what some of these other certifications are. Let's go with a dual prop. Maybe Beechcraft. It's the closest one, Indiana Springs. So do we have a mission that goes to Indiana Springs? Wow. Jeez, I cannot read. Indian Springs. So it looks like we do. Next question would be, can we take any of these? We can. Take all of them, actually. Oh shoot, I forgot to change the... We can take any one of these. So we're gonna take a mission up to this location. 3629, 3609, 3644. We're gonna do that one because it gives us the most money. We're gonna add that job. Let's go over to here. So we got we're gonna go back into the simulator. We're gonna select the appropriate aircraft. I want one of these. So we're gonna aim to get one of those. But first I want also a plane. Airplane license too, so. Because this is not a great helicopter. I mean, it's not the worst helicopter, but I like some of the others better. especially the Airbus 135, H135. So we're gonna go KLOS. So something I'm gonna say is I'm not gonna go through the startup procedures, especially if it's helicopter, because it is annoying. Probably not gonna do a lot of that with many of the aircraft, some of it because it's just annoying. I might just start on the runway so it's already started up. It's not something you'd normally see a helicopter do, but that's what I'm gonna do. And our destination is KINS. It's about a 24-minute flight. That works. That works. That works. So let's fly it.
Hello, Captain. Nice to see you again. Welcome back, Captain. It looks like the weather is perfect for flying.
It truly is.
From dispatch to transporter. Let's take these passengers to their destination.
Okay, so
Transporter, boarding has started.
I'm gonna close out of ATC right now. It's always getting in my way. So while it's loading, I'm gonna show you guys this. So we want these three values in the green. These two are in the green because we're in the right location. This one is in the green because we have the right aircraft and the right livery. It's important that we have the right livery on it too, because if we don't, it'll be red. Because you actually have to pay to get a different paying job, which might seem annoying, but I mean, it makes sense. This one we have to get right too, so we gotta get that in the right area.
Looks
So
like everyone is on board, pilot. Let's get out of here.
to do that, we are going to
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
weight balances. We also want to get the fuel just right. So in order to do that, I'm gonna go to here. We're gonna see where we're at. So 100 out of 272. That's how much fuel's in our aircraft right now. So I'm gonna take the calculator. I'm gonna go 100 divided by 272. Oops, that's the wrong way around. 272 divided by 100. Nope. What? I'm just insane. Okay, there we go. So 100 divided by 272 is 36.7. So we're gonna put 37% fuel in here. So that's how much fuel we're gonna have. And then we need to go back here, and we are missing 208 pounds. So we are going to raise the payload until it is in the green. So now, as you can see, this is in the green. So now our payload is correct, and then our fuel is correct as well. So we can go back here, we can close out of that, and now we can take off. Alright.
Have a great flight. It's a beautiful time to fly.
We need to get some forward thrust here. This helicopter isn't really the fastest helicopter, so that's why if I can, I'd like to buy a new one and sell this one. But yeah, it's just our starting one, so turn. Alright.
Phoenix 872, continue for west departure. Las Vegas Tower, Phoenix 872, continue for west departure.
That's not very fast. But we got a mission going, plus we're going to where we want to be, so that's a double whammy. Las Vegas. Definitely not a place that I would want to live, but I do like visiting. Something really interesting that I learned while I was there. We did a helicopter tour down to the Grand Canyon. Something that I didn't know, and I don't know if this is for everywhere or if this is just something that they do, but when we came in to land, or even for takeoff, well, mainly for landing, in the helicopter, they actually taxied the helicopter. Basically what they did was they hovered over the taxiway and followed the taxiway into their parking spot, which I found very interesting. The MGM Grand. Damn, that is impressive. I haven't actually taken any sort of flight over Las Vegas yet, but we did fly into Las Vegas with our flight from Minneapolis to Las Vegas. From the distance, it's pretty choppy, but as you get closer, it gains a little bit of clarity and looks pretty impressive. I need to just take a personal flight off any video and just fly around Vegas, because it is crazy accurate and crazy cool. Awesome. Very, very beautiful.
Phoenix 872, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Las Vegas Tower, Phoenix 872, frequency change. Nellis approach Phoenix 872 is type 5 miles northwest of Las Vegas, 3,100 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Phoenix 872, Nellis approach. Squawk 427 tree.
Squawk 427 tree, Phoenix 872.
Phoenix 872 radar contact 5 miles south of North Las Vegas, 3,300 feet. Clear through the Bravo airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Phoenix 872.
So this here, 60, that's our fuel. So we're gonna want to get to the airport before we run out. Hopefully that happens, because I didn't refuel before we left. That's okay, because kind of need to keep our weight down a little bit. It's the interesting thing about helicopters and planes, you know, keep in mind about that weight balancing. You know, they don't fill their fuel tanks almost ever, because they need to they need the right weight balance for takeoff and landing. And in some occasions, if they have too much weight, they'll actually just fly around to burn off fuel. What that is down there? Looks like a bunch of fields all put together. Crazy how much of this area is built up, especially for being in a desert. That blows my mind a little bit. So, the NeoFly is the career mode for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is pretty cool, interesting, and it definitely gives a gamified aspect to it that isn't there normally, which I find pretty interesting. But Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is coming sometime next year, probably around September, October range, most people are thinking. And I'd say that's a pretty safe bet. I mean, that's when this one came out, around that time frame, so kind of wishing it was sooner than that, but, you know, what can you do? That one is going to have, if you haven't seen the trailer or anything, it's going to have its own dedicated career mode, which I am very, very interested in to see how that is going to work. Because if it's going to be as good as they're saying it's going to be, I'm going to be in heaven. I'm definitely going to be playing it. I'm excited. I really am. I know a lot of people were questioning as to why they decided to make a new one so soon, or what feels like so soon. And some people were even skeptical about it, and some people probably still are. And to be honest, I was too. Not really am anymore. Because if they're gonna make big changes, like adding a career mode, like that definitely piques my interest. Yeah. I mean, beyond the like landing challenges and whatnot. I believe, if I remember right, they've already went out to say that it's going to be more than just what the landing challenges or whatnot are now. It's going to be an in-depth game mode. Which, if it is, I'm really excited for it. So. I might fly a little bit around this mountain. I might go over the smaller edge there. Those are gonna have to gain some bad altitude. I don't know if I want to fight that battle. So up until the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, I'm planning on doing the NeoFly career mode. I don't know if it's gonna be a consistent thing, but it's definitely gonna be there. I'm hoping to get a pretty good career built up by the time Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 comes out. We'll see how far we can get. Right now we're just taking a nice gentle flight with a passenger on board. Over to Indian Springs. Oh, do we not have to go that way? I'm like reading the map all wrong here. Flying the helicopters in this game is definitely a challenge. I'm hoping that some of the base game helicopters and the new simulator feel a little better than this one. I mean, it's not like they feel bad. It's just, I don't know. After I've flown the Airbus H135, which is an add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The stock ones just feel very different. I don't know if it's true to life or not, but I don't know. They don't feel quite as smooth with some of the controls. So yeah, I'm hoping it's a little different, maybe a little bit smoother in the new one. Looks like we're gonna have to go over some mountains here. Little bit more, because we're gonna have to gain some altitude here. It's not where I want it to be, but it's gonna be, because get over that somehow. Pull it back again. Should be coming up on the airport pretty soon. I'm thinking it's just beyond those mountains. A little bit of a frame rate drop there. Probably because we're probably loading in some terrain, I'm guessing. Going about 100 knots. Fuel left. Not bad. Gonna have to pull back and gain some altitude again here. If we can get the certification, get a Beechcraft, that'd be awesome. I like the Beechcraft. It is a very, very smooth plane to operate. We got another set of hills yet to go over. A little bit farther than I thought. As far as propeller planes, I think the Beechcraft probably has to be my favorite. As far as airliners go, A320 is definitely my favorite. Helicopters, the Airbus H135 so far is my favorite. I want to be able to try more, but some of those cost money. A lot of them cost money, actually, I should say. So maybe at some point. But right now, my main focus is getting some more flight sim gear. I want to get rudder pedals. I think that's gonna be the first thing I get, because the rudder for my controller, those controls are they're not very good. So, but you know, either one that I do, I've had to increase the size of the dead zone for both of them, because otherwise I feel like it leans one way or the other too bad. So, and I think that was very apparent in the other two videos that I tried making when I started with the plane instead of the helicopter, because we kept veering off to the left during takeoff every single time. I'm guessing that might have been the control that I was using. I don't know. It's very hard to say. I think that's the airport right there. I'm gonna try and that's not it. It can't be it. I'll show you what I'm seeing here. This is what I'm looking at. That one is just the one off that mountain there. So it's not the one that we're looking for. The one we're looking for is a little bit further out yet. I know the map is a little bit cheaty, but then I don't have to try and look down. Because I think this aircraft has a GPS navigational system. No, it don't. It don't have any of that. So, and I'm not about to try and navigate via landmarks. That ain't happening. Some days I'm lucky if I can do that in my car. can kind of do that in the area where I live, but I decided not to start there. I wanted different terrain, something that I'm not used to. A lot of these mountains having to go up and above them, that's definitely different for me. Now, hopefully, when I do the certification here, it's not going to be a complete waste of my money. Hopefully it's not super cheaty, like the helicopter one was, because man was that cheaty. That was so cheaty. I might have to grab the snippet of the certification that I tried to do. And just put it at the end of this video. Because it was so cheaty, because it didn't give me any time to actually, like, I don't know if you're supposed to, like, be able to just hover right away, but it didn't give me no time to actually get the hover stabilized. I mean, I feel like it should give you at least a little bit of time to try and get it in, reel it in, and then try and hover for those 20 seconds, but it didn't. So it's just kind of like, that's BS. I'd like to know what other people think, but to me that was just BS, because it was like, there was no chance, and I failed it. And in order to try and do the certification again, you have to pay it, because you have to pay $1,700 to do that certification. And then in order to try and do it again, you have to pay another $1,700. That's like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna. Not when it's just gonna like, all right, do a hover, and then not even give you 5 seconds to even try and stabilize it. Oh, you fail. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna start out with the helicopter license. Not even gonna try and get more stars on it. Just gonna leave it. So. For the landing, I'm just gonna land on a parking spot somewhere at the airport. I'll call it good. We're gonna pull back on the throttle. Back on the stick at the same time, try not to gain altitude when I pull back. So I'm pulling back on the throttle here. Slide this in here. I'm just gonna land on that gray pad there, somewhere. No specific spot, because I'm just gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna get it in a specific spot. Not even if I tried. So, I'm just gonna try and land it. Not on a car either. tremendous concentration. Ah.
Transporter from
I
dispatch.
hate that noise.
Nice landing. Go to the parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
Transporter. Disembarkation in progress. Stand by.
Whew. So rotor comes down in speed, you can use the rotor brake on it.
Transporter. Disembarking finished. Have a nice day.
You can start your engine now.
Alright. We're gonna go over here. I'm gonna go back to the main menu. Alright, so go to here. To do this one. Beechcraft King Air. I'm gonna add that. $3,000. Whew. That's basically what the job was. So we earned $133. Alright. So we gotta go here. We gotta switch our pilot over to the Beechcraft for the flight mission here. For the certification mission. Okay, now let's try depart from KIN. Bruh. KINS. We are just going to come back. Let's switch this back over. Where is it? There it is. We're just gonna depart from the runway. Not even gonna worry about startup or anything right now. We need Beechcraft King Air 350i. I like this. This aircraft is nice. Okay. So, let's fly. Airbus. Oh, god damn it. So apparently the aircraft needs to start in the off position. So we gotta go back to the main menu, restart it. So I'll be back once I've done that. What? Hold on. What? I repeat, what? No. Not dealing with that.
Transporter from dispatch. Mission failed. How could you cheat with me?
Yeah, well, you decided to start the aircraft on top of a building. That doesn't work for me. So, let's try a different spot. Let's try here. Wow.
First step, start your engines
have
according
not
to the
seen that
aircraft
before.
procedure.
Oh boy. Just don't start it on a frickin' building, please. Thank you. Alright, we'll go to checklist. We'll do the checklist.
Parking
Evaluation.
brake. Set. Power levers.
Idle.
Idle. Prop RPM levers. Max RPM. Condition levers. Fuel cutoff. Battery switch.
Let's pop this out.
On.
There we go. Alright, that's before start engine, now starting engine.
Right ignition and engine start. On. Right condition lever.
Um, I swear. Don't know. I don't know. Oh,
Low idle when 12% and
Duh.
1 minute. ITT and N1.
ITT. Monitor.
Monitor. Right oil pressure. Check.
Check.
Right ignition and engine start. Off at 50% N1 or above. Right condition lever. High idle. Right generator. On.
Warning, okay.
Left engine start.
On. Low idle.
Now that the engine is running, taxi to the runway. Don't exceed 25 knots while taxiing.
Repeat procedure. Avionics master switch. On. Lights.
Align with the runway and take off.
On. Parking brake. Release.
Indian Springs Ground Phoenix 872 request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Okay.
Phoenix 872 taxi to and hold short of runway 08 using taxiway Charlie Foxtrot cross runway 08 Alpha. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 08 using taxiway Charlie Foxtrot cross runway 08 Alpha Phoenix 872.
it's time to try and get our certification here. Gotta be careful. Not to exceed the speed. It was like 15 knots, I think. We're at 13, 14. This thing's got a lot of potential speed. We got lean on this guy too. I don't think it's the environment either. That knot speed just fires up so fast. Sure, balancing it at 13. Like, that doesn't feel like it's that fast. Now we're at 7, 8. I believe it was stay under 15. 15 or under. I do believe, I think. Just crazy. I'm gonna put the parking brake on for one moment, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just decided to switch the rudder control back to where it was at, in hopes that I don't get that left pull. Which I think it's better now. Maybe the other one was just an environment pull. Maybe. Oh, I seem to still be getting that pull. I don't know. Maybe it is the environment. Maybe there's just enough wind to pull the aircraft to the left. I don't know. But why would it be pulling to the left no matter which direction I'm looking? I don't get it. I think I just need proper rudder controls. Knots. Apply some brake. Try and keep that speed low.
Indian Springs Tower Phoenix 872 at runway 08 ready for departure departing straight out.
Phoenix 872 altimeter 29.85, wind 168 at 4. Departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 08.
Cleared for takeoff runway 08 Phoenix 872.
Any information you're gonna give me? No.
Stall.
We are now in the air. Remember that here at NeoFly, we have to take care of our cargo and passengers.
Stall.
Don't bank or pitch too much for the entire flight. Now, climb to 1,000 feet AGL.
Why does it want to pitch up so bad? It's still pitching up. Why is it pitching up? Why is it pitching up? I'm like going as far down as I can. What the frick? No, 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 no. Down.
Now do a U-turn. Remember to watch your bank angle.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix 872, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Indian Springs Tower Phoenix 872 frequency change. Los Angeles Center Phoenix 872 is type Beechcraft King Air 3 miles east of Indian Springs, 5,300 feet. Request flight following.
Phoenix 872, Los Angeles Center. Squawk 2673.
Squawk 267 Phoenix 872.
Phoenix 872, radar contact, 4 miles east of Indian Springs, 5,400 feet. Altimeter 29.85.
Roger Phoenix 872.
Now climb to 3,000 feet AGL. Maintain the same heading. Now, fly a complete circle and maintain the exact same altitude.
That's gonna be impossible. Considering that this thing doesn't want to keep its nose down.
You didn't maintain your altitude.
Landing
Failed
gear.
qualification.
Landing
You can
gear
go back to the
stalled.
airport.
Okay, how the fuck am I supposed to do that when it doesn't want to keep its That's rudder trim. This is the It's just freaking annoying. Is it pitching that way all of a sudden? No, it's just pitching up. What the fuck? Okay. guess. I'm gonna try and get certified, probably off camera, see what happens. See if I can actually do it. But then it didn't fucking. I like had the stick pushed all the way forward, and it didn't want to freaking level off. Like the pit or the trim was set wrong. Figure out where I'm supposed to be at here. Get some altitude. Should be somewhere around here. I will say though, at least it did give me some time to try and level it out, unlike the helicopter one. I think that's my runway there, but I'm not gonna try and land it like I am now. Alright, come in from a different approach. But look at the blue line on the map. If I can line it up for that, I'd get a good approach. Okay, well, we're gonna turn this way. Some more gas. Blue line, the road. Might be. I do kind of like a figure 8 here. So I'm gonna level off here. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna come back around. Altitude, so I can get over these mountains here. I think I figured out what the issue was, and I think it was my trim. My trim was set so far up that it was basically just trying to pitch the nose up and do like a rocket ship takeoff. But that wasn't gonna work. Right now I'm able to manage it much better. Because the trim's not in an awful position. Once I land it, I'm gonna end the episode. We'll only be $133 ahead. Woo! I'm gonna accept and do a few missions off camera, and then try and get my certification for the Beechcraft here, so we can do freelance missions if we want with the Beechcraft and whatnot. I'm gonna do a freelance mission in the next video with my favorite helicopter. Yeah, that blue line is the road. Well, that was about as successful as riding an elephant through a china shop. So, alright, we'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed laughing at my failure. I know I did. It was bad. It was bad. But hopefully it'll get better. It has to, right? I'm just gonna park it there. Good enough. Park and brake on. Yeah, I know. Alright, we'll see you in the next one.